Hey everybody, how's it going? Yogurt here. Hope you're all doing well and having a fantastic day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever it happens to be for you, wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. I hope you're doing well and staying safe and healthy out there. Welcome to episode 32 of my Control Let's Play series, picking up right exactly where we left off. We just finished Fridge Duty. Now we're back on my brother's keeper. Actually, no, it's called something else now. But yeah, we're back on the main quest, and we're about to head back to Central Executive from the Panopticon entrance and meet with Dylan, who is there ready to surrender, apparently. If you need more backstory than that, you might want to catch up on previous episodes, and there is a link down in the playlist. Also, do please click those like and subscribe buttons. Also, click the bell icon, that way you get notified anytime I post a new Let's Play video, 6 days a week, every day other than Saturday. Or when I go live, currently live streaming The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, having a lot of fun doing that. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, and Saturdays, 10:15 a.m. Pacific. So link down to that in the description as well. But let's get on with episode 32 right now, shall we? Conveniently can fast travel right from here. Oh, we got some other goodies too. Let's see what we got. We got 4, so now I can get something that I do want. So melee, no. Launch damage, launch large enemies, that would be good. More energy would be good. Use that more than anything. More health will be good too, but I'm actually thinking more energy is the way to go. Those are both 4. I'm sorry. Those are both 4. That's 3, 2, 2. Melee damage. More melee would be super helpful, but I want more energy. Let's see. Levitation duration. It's all gonna be levitation duration. Ooh, press while levitating to slam into the okay, that'll be helpful too, but seize duration, I don't use it enough yet. Shield strength, that would probably be good, but energy is the way to go. Burns all of them, but hey. What did I get now? Upgrade Pierce, I can upgrade Shatter, I can upgrade Spin, I can upgrade everything, and all I'm lacking for any of those upgrades is a bunch of sorts across the board, I think. Or I can unlock, I think I'm going to unlock Charge before I upgrade anything else, but we'll see when the time comes. I'm a little ways away from all the deaths between Salvador and the former. To Central Executive we go, not Central Research. Central Executive. Where Dylan, our long-lost brother, apparently is, wanting to turn himself in, supposedly. We'll see if that's really true or not. I'm suspecting there's a bit more to it. Polaris wants me to talk.
Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, God.
Arish is bitching about Marshall. New mission, put a record on. What's that mission? Maybe it's just a new board countermeasure. Oh no, there it is. Ask Arish about the jukebox token. Jesse finds a strange jukebox token. She speaks to Arish to find out more. Okay, well. He's right there.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
That's
second favorite character model next to
little
Jesse.
Bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
It's the formation.
That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the
Interesting.
quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty
More
much.
or less.
We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have run back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that.
That might
The
have
jukebox is
something
kept
to
just
do
past
with
the
it.
security booth over there. Just
The
put in the
hiss
token
invasion
and
and all
enjoy
that.
the ride.
Can I not tell him about Salvador?
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still,
Sounds like most
at least
places,
the quarry's
really.
got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
Tell me Darling.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
But has he completely lost her, or did you just know it was coming? Where in the world is he?
You're security, right? Do you work
Seriously?
with Rangers?
Didn't he have an HRA?
Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
Doesn't sound fun, really, to me.
How does the Bureau
Honestly.
handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't
That's
you drink
probably
it?
good.
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Kind of figured.
What do you
Something.
think of Marshall?
He
Marshall.
has opinions, I'm sure.
Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised.
I was gonna say that
She
kind of
does have a
goes with
bad
the
habit of
job.
disappearing, though.
Yeah,
Where
that
does
part's
she go?
interesting and weird.
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Typically
Days?
that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
I know. I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry for sure, because... well, multiple reasons, but also... I wonder if that's where she disappeared to this time, and it wants me to talk to him again. Can I tell him about
I
Salvador?
don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp
Apparently.
thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway,
And?
not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get
Interesting
back
bunch
from an
of
expedition
names.
yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they
And
prepped for the
they're
worst, but I
probably
think
dead.
we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
Yeah, fallen comrades type of quest. Old friends, same deal. I still can't tell
I
him
have to
about
go.
Salvador,
Me
which
too.
seems like
You're not the
something
only
I
one
should be
who's busy,
telling
you
him
know.
about. I know.
Hey, I put Ek, no offense. No offense.
Oh crap. I didn't mean to skip over the same things, but...
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Remember, we got this.
Flipping major target ones drive me insane.
Resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the His signal I can arrange.
Okay, there's more things to read in here, that's for sure. Lots of things to read. Linguistic ability analysis of His threat part 2 confidential summary. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the His entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating His entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent His entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the His corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to file redacted for full report, compiled by Emily Pope at my behest, speech analysis. Analysis of the His threat part 3, confidential summary. If we understand the His to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen, you want this to be true, you must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the His are referring to? Does the His believe humanity, possibly all non-His life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the His stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There's clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to redacted for full report. Again, compiled by Emily at my behest. Timeline of events. Analysis of His threat part 4, confidential. Summary: to examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in His behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the His get past the internal lockdown? How does His resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to redacted for full report. Again, Emily at my behest. Right. Oop. I have put a record on selected. I didn't mean to do that. That's where I'm trying to go. Speak with Emily. As we have done many times.
After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
There really would be a serious
He's clearly been
internal
affected by the His,
struggle
but it's
going
different
on.
than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
Than the rest of the His,
I
or
want to
than
see
him,
My brother.
he himself.
Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
You got it. I usually, well, I try to be. Can't say I always am. Something else to talk about?
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
Maybe.
I didn't.
I don't think so.
Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Believe we've
No
read
one
about
does.
this mold.
Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the His arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Sure
Thanks,
thing.
Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Well, yeah. Talk to her about the things we can.
I visited the quarry.
May as
What's
well.
the plan for all that black rock?
I
The
do want to know
Bureau
that.
has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging, or...
I like the way she thinks. She's smart.
Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
And melee
Wow.
weapons make more
I did
sense
not
than
expect that
making
from her.
bullets out of it. No, I didn't either, because she's pretty... Seems pretty chill and everything. Didn't expect her to have the, you know, want to make weapons and be violent streak, but I like it. But yeah, bullets would be wasteful, because, you know, they're one and done usually, for the most
This
part.
place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
Good, so Arish
So
is
you can't
another...
reverse it.
is a head of security candidate.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. I mean, in theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
Well, that's
I
an
wonder
interesting
how
concept.
often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
Probably a lot by new people, and then they probably stop using it because they become one, but yeah.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms.
Nice.
They're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
Somebody else might have
You
picked up the
deserve
gun.
thanks too, of course.
We got
Oh,
this place
yeah.
up and running together, Emily.
Alright,
I should be
think that's it.
going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Okay, now can I go talk to my brother? Speak with Dylan on the upper floor. So I guess Marshall came back from wherever her whatever errand she ran, rather. Put the D at the end of the wrong word there. Because she set up the containment for Dylan. Guessing he's in here since this is the guarded room. And he is elevated and chanting.
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want us to patrol. We stand around you while you dream. You
Interesting.
hear our words, but you forget.
God, look at her eyes. Sorry, I say it all the time, but they just did such a great job with her eyes.
But yellow and red in the you are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here.
By the door.
I found you.
The surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want us to patrol.
Do you
Okay.
know who I
Came
am?
back to the ground.
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person.
Why?
Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that.
Meaning what?
I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now.
Who are 1 through
The
5,
hiss
by the
made
way?
me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you.
What in the world?
You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped
And
for.
everything went
It
red.
feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good.
So he's definitely his
Don't
possessed
you
like
want to say
hell,
them
but
too?
No.
seems to be standing
Fuck
it up.
off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy.
What the hell?
Orange peel.
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is
Yeah.
not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers.
Don't know that that's true.
She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge.
Okay, this is really
You are home.
weird.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does.
Meaning?
They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. Now the
Interesting.
projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
Sure.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free.
So he had Polaris and he wanted rid of
You.
her.
The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the Containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted?
Why?
Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I do, actually.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me.
I don't trust anybody right now.
We can end this.
Because I haven't trusted Polaris fully at any point. Boards always seemed shifty.
Happiness comes with white pearls,
Dylan's...
yellow red in the eye.
Dylan plus his corrupted.
Leave your
The
inside
FBC
Push
is
the fingers through the surface into the way.
clandestine agency, so, you know, never really fully trusted any of them anyway. Certainly don't trust the hiss either.
This happens more.
But I want the truth.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
I don't either, but you gave me the
Dylan.
option with the glowy triangle,
Can
so
we
I'm gonna
talk?
see.
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm
Definitely
listening.
made him creepy.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name
Interesting.
was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything.
True.
Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are
Yeah, I don't know what he's getting at exactly, other than...
Happiness comes.
Okay, it's giving me another triangle.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This
Just
again?
now?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do.
Interesting.
And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice.
And yet I am the director.
Really nice.
And he's a prisoner.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical.
Okay.
This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office and something.
Okay. Got it.
And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time.
Again?
The thunderstorm distorts you.
Maybe I can learn more about
Why
the
can't
hiss
we just
from
get
him.
all this done in one conversation
talk?
instead of me having to re-engage it each time?
I just had an interesting dream.
Another one?
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was
call.
about the hiss.
Of course you
Best
say
I'm gonna
it
get.
is.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word.
Interesting.
At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also,
Not the first time people to think the
many
president's
people
horrifying.
who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
So it's the dream of his
Okay.
world domination.
Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as
Don't
long as
plan
I'm
on it.
alive.
The thunderstorm distorts
Again?
you.
Oh my god, what now?
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
No,
I'm
maybe?
glad you asked.
Well, of course he
sister.
does.
This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe
That
it's all
concept
real.
has been posited for a long
Dream,
time.
my brother endlessly tells
many,
me about
many
his
people.
dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop.
It's basically alternate
In
universes.
another world, the cop was real. Dor said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them.
That would be confusing.
I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Yeah, me either.
Thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
How many different things are there for me to talk to him about? Different dreams. I mean, I know I'm getting information realistically from him by doing so. It's just...
Into the way you've always been. You've always been control. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This
All right.
is more now you gave us the permission and regulation. We wait.
Yeah, it's telling me to find the prime candidate program. Not talk to Dylan anymore, although it's giving me... Oh god, one more time.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
No, you're not.
Oh. That's new.
Well, it is new.
In
Curious.
this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated
When
it
will then
again
be now? Soon.
I'm
Apparently
standing
now.
there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay,
So
okay.
you're trapped out
Dylan.
inside yourself watching us have this
That's good.
conversation?
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games?
Unclear about that.
I don't know.
Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door.
Okay, good. That's the last one.
Surface into the way. You've always been you've always been control.
Actually, on that note, this is a good place to wrap this episode. So yeah, that was episode 32 of my Control Let's Play series. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, please click that like button. Also click the subscribe button. And do click that bell icon that we get notified anytime I post a new Let's Play. Currently doing 6 days a week, every day except Saturday. You'll also get notified anytime I go live with a live stream with Witcher 3 currently. Doing Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 10:15 a.m. Lots of fun. The schedule's also on the about. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Got a lot of information in this episode from Arish, from Emily Pope, and well, Dylan did a lot of talking. How much information we got from him, it's not entirely clear, but we now need to go investigate the Prime Candidate program because he's urging us to. We also picked up a few side quests from between Emily and Arish. And also Langston at the end of last episode. So we've got a bunch of side quests going on, some more board countermeasures, and of course the main quest, which currently is, at Dylan's urging, going to look at the Prime Candidate program and get the truth. And or shut down the slide projector to shut down the door to the hiss, hopefully. Maybe. I think that's what we're doing. But anyway, some of that will happen in the next episode. What of it and how much of it, oh well, time will tell. Find out tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever it happens to be for you, wherever you happen to be, whenever you happen to be watching this. Just stay safe and healthy out there. Thanks everybody, take care. Until next time, Yogurt signing off.